time for questions at the end, we'll do that.
Awesome. I've purposefully left time for questions because I think it's pretty succinct what it is that we are here to talk to you guys about. We are presently wrapping up shooting of season 3 of the TV series that is in our proposal to you. It's called Our Nashville. Each season has 20 30-minute episodes, with each episode featuring a different local nonprofit. It is shot entirely by a team of Metro Public High School students from our 6 partner schools. These are the schools that have broadcast and production academy pathways. It's McGavock, Cane Ridge, Hillsborough, Hillwood, and 2 more that I deal with all the time. National School of the Arts we add because they are production and performance kids, even though they don't have an official broadcast academy. By December of 2018, we had trained 450 of these Metro Public School students who say they want careers in TV and production. We do that with funding from Ascend Federal Credit Union each fall semester. And after meeting all those kids, in December we invite 35 of the most driven to serve as the NECAT super crew who does the production for the spring shoots for the Our Nashville TV series. So to date, we have trained more than 400 Metro students in the fall semester, and we've given further in-depth mentorship to, I believe it's 90 super crew members over the course of seasons 1, 2, and 3. The nonprofits that are featured in each season, they apply late summer each year. This past year, applications for the 20 spots in season 3, we had 84 nonprofits vying for those spots. I should say it's not just me picking my favorites each year, although I certainly love all of the nonprofits that have been featured, and I brought you guys a full list of them so you can just have them as an easy reference. A team selection committee of 10 folks score the applications each late summer, early fall, and those folks represent Center for Nonprofit Management, Community Foundation of Middle Tennessee, some corporate grantors, and some charitable foundations. I'll just pass these to you if you want to see who the nonprofits are that are presently in the first 3 seasons. This content is designed to be evergreen, so it's not just something that airs once and then it's stale. We don't use specific dates. We talk about the core services and opportunities by these nonprofits, and they run in frequent, regular circulation on NECAT's 3 TV channels, the Arts Channel, the Education Channel, and the Public Access Channel. On TV, we reach 19 Middle Tennessee counties, and our channels are also live streamed at necatnetwork.org. This content also lives as free on-demand viewing from the website, and all of the featured nonprofits get their own links that they can put on their websites and share in social media and newsletters and so forth. So we're here in the hopes that we get to continue this process because there's still lots of awesome nonprofits who have not been featured in their own episodes of Our Nashville. We want to apply the same formula that we have these last 3 years, and that is to train the giant batch of teenagers in the fall, which again is done by funding from Ascend Federal Credit Union. They've already committed to that for fall of 2019. In the same way that we have done for seasons 1, 2, and 3, we would like to late summer put out the call for applications to area nonprofits to apply again. Selection committee early fall will convene, and then around Halloween we tend to announce the year's 20 featured nonprofits. To me, it is a win, 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 win. The first win being NECAT gets high quality content that is informative. Second is that viewers in 19 Middle Tennessee counties get content that can make their lives better through opportunities and services provided by nonprofits. Third is that nonprofits who don't have budget, time, or staff to go out and create even a 5-minute video, much less a 30-minute evergreen video that has repeated multiple broadcast avenues, get one. And last of all, the city is seen to care deeply about the nonprofit services in our community. And that's in a nutshell what we're hoping we get to do for a 4th time.
What's your annual operating budget?
Just under $200,000. pretty lean. Which is another reason why we enjoy having the high school students as the production crew.
I know you shared a number of statistics in your proposal. Which outcome that you're tracking demonstrates your success most, in your opinion?
I like the teen count, the number of teens trained in the fall thanks to Ascend, and the number of super crew members. Season 1, we only had 25 super crew members, and that was great. They got a lot of hands-on experience, but we found that, there could actually be some more teens in the mix to have the experiences in the studio and on the location shoots. So for the past 2 seasons, we've made that be 35 teenagers. They don't all come to the studio or to the location shoots together, because that would be an enormous crew. They come in groups of 5 or 6. And one of the cool byproducts that we didn't think about on the front end, but that has played out in real life, teens come from schools mixed together. It's not all McGavick students at a shoot, but they end up crewing alongside their Pearl-Cohn, their Hillwood, their Hillsborough, Cane Ridge, McGavick partners. So they're having a real-world experience where you might not know the rest of the crew when you walk in the door.
Can you jump in? Do you have any stats on viewership?
Sort of.
Sort of,
because I'm sneaky, tell you. Nielsen doesn't track PEG channels like ours, but by using Comcast subscriber numbers, AT&T UVerse subscriber numbers, and the latest census for those 19 Middle Tennessee counties, I can say that approximately 400,000 Middle Tennesseans have access to our channels. I can say anecdotally that strangers come up in Kroger all the time and say, I saw you on that channel. Now, they might not know what that channel was, but they know what they saw, and they recognize producers, me, kids, nonprofits, and so forth. And that's been happening from before I even started on staff 6 years ago. I sort of got into the staff there because of other content from Nature Conservancy and so forth that I was giving. And that has been my personal experience for 11 years now, is that people who don't know me or know actors and producers that I know are in shows come up to us in the community and say they've seen it.
Okay. Can you talk about all of your funding streams that you have?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I know you've been following NECAT a long time, longer
long
than
time.
since before I ever heard of it. And when I started 6 years ago, believe it or not, we had about 59 members. Most of them were white men in their 50s and 60s. And I got nothing against white men in their 50s and 60s, but our Nashville voice is much broader than that. And we had essentially 2 revenue streams back then, 6 years ago. Pennies from these few memberships, and then the cable access funds that at the time were allowed to be spent on anything that NECAT needed. 2013 came along, that situation changed with the renewal of the franchise agreement. All of this is pre-Trish, and that meant that from July of 2013 forward, no cable access funds could be spent on day-to-day operations. I was hired in response to that to go and find new revenue streams, and I am proud to say that now we have 5 kinds of money. We, for a few years, did not increase the very, very affordable class fees and member dues, and then maybe 3 years ago we upped them both by $5, so they remain accessible to anyone who wants to be a part of NECAT, but it's a little bit more money for us. The big change was that we went from about 59 members to now close to 300 members. So more people paying essentially the same price was a greater revenue stream for us. We started automated monthly giving, where instead of me going to folks knocking on the doors over and over again, people could sign up to have a dollar amount pulled from their credit card or bank card each month automatically. That's been quite nice, because cumulatively that person gives more by giving a smaller amount each month than I might have asked in a single check each year. We do events. That's something that Board Chair Tyler there has helped us with. We bring in some great music industry folks, some great theater folks from the community, and do kind of outside the box ticketed events in the studio as fundraisers and as a way to introduce the creative community and new folks to what we do at NECAT. And then, of course, my 2 favorite kinds of money. Grants, both from granting organizations and from Metro government. Not a handout, but support of a valuable endeavor. And then last of all is corporate funding. We have sponsorships from corporate givers.
You should have lots of opportunity in that area right now.
That's my favorite.
Okay. You got anything?
Okay, thank you very
My
much.
pleasure.
Yeah,
My
appreciate it.
pleasure. If there are any seconds left, I might have one last thing if that's,
Sure,
am I all right
sure.
on time? One element that is not a money element that I know we need help in, we don't have a PIO, we don't have a public information officer, and I would love any guidance from you guys as to how someone whose expertise telling the world what we're doing is could be part of the effort. Does that make sense? We don't really have a communications officer or a public outreach
You
type
need a
person.
great board member that is seasoned in that work. It would be my suggestion.
Great. If you think of anyone who would be good, please tell us.
Someone that would offer their services would be terrific. There are lots of people in this community.
There are. There are. Thank you.
All right, thank you.